Money has enabled humans to design, build, and move things at incredible speeds. If we look back in the projects such as the Eiffel Tower, which was incredible at the time, they now seem dwarfed compared to the skyscrapers and construction creations of today. If something seems impossible, it's likely that mankind will try and conquer it. We have already done amazing things, such as building a tunnel under the English Channel and flying to the moon. If you've ever wondered about the world's most expensive construction projects, you're not alone. Many of these projects have costed billions of dollars and took decades to complete. Some are simply enormous, while others are relatively small in scope. Here is a rundown of the 10 most expensive construction projects. Number 10. The Channel Tunnel. It's hard to think of anything more expensive than the Channel Tunnel. Coming in at $22.4 billion, the Channel Tunnel stretches 31 miles, connecting Britain with France. Buried underneath the English Channel, it is the favorite means of transport for many people to cross the watery divide between the UK and mainland Europe. But the cost was 80% more than the estimate due to escalating safety demands, security, and environmental measures. The project started in 1988 and began operation in 1994. The tunnel boasts the longest undersea portion of any tunnel in the world and was recognized by the American Society of Civil Engineers as one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. Number 9. The Big Dig. The Big Dig in Boston cost a little over $23 billion. When planning, the rerouting of major highways started in 1982. The whole project was concluded on the last day of 2007, 10 years behind schedule and costing millions of dollars more than expected. The Big Dig was the most expensive highway project in the US and was plagued by several cost overruns, delays, leaks, design flaws, charges of poor execution, and use of substandard materials, criminal arrests, and one tragic death. Number 8. Apollo Space Program. At number 8, the space program Apollo costed over $25.4 billion. It is an amazing feat of human endurance and technology and includes the 1969 moon landing. This decision involved much study and review prior to making it public, and tremendous expenditure and effort to make it a reality by 1969. It was finally successfully accomplished on the 20th July 1969, when Apollo's astronaut Neil Armstrong left the lunar module and set foot on the surface of the moon. It took tremendous effort, but once it was accomplished, interest gradually dwindled and the program was deemed too expensive to continue. Number 7. Kansai International Airport. Kansai International Airport was built in Japan's second largest city, Osaka, costing $29 billion. Planning started back in the 1960s and is certainly a feat of engineering. It balances on a man-made island in the water, making it hopefully immune to earthquakes and other freak accidents. Much of the budget was spent on metal support columns and other support pieces. A second terminal was added in 2012, connected to the original terminal via a free shuttle service. Number 6. The California HighSpeed Rail. The California HighSpeed Rail project costed $33 billion. Work on the California HighSpeed Rail started in 2015 and Phase 1 is set to be completed by 2029. It's already way over its original budget of $33 billion and is tipped to reach $98.5 billion. The first phase is planned to run between Madeira and Bakersfield and was one of President Obama's first-term pledges to connect the major US cities by a high-speed rail. The high-speed bullet train will stretch between San Francisco and Los Angeles with rails that can support travel up to 220 miles per hour. Number 5. Dubai Land. The United Arab Emirates has recently embarked on one of the largest construction projects in history, the Dubai Land Entertainment Complex. When announced in 2003, Dubai Land was hailed as the world's most ambitious leisure development and was estimated to cost more than $76 billion. The development is being built over a 278 square kilometer area and will feature 45 mega projects and 200 sub-projects. Currently, 22 of these projects are under construction. It will include theme parks, hotels, luxury villas, IMAX theaters, and other attractions. Once completed, Dubai Land will be larger than Disneyland and Walt Disney World Resort combined. Number 4. King Abdullah Economic City. The project, which costed over $95 billion, is being constructed in Saudi Arabia. In 2015, only 15% had been completed. Named after the late King Abdullah, the city will be slightly larger than Washington, D.C. and will house over 2 million residents. Located over an hour away from Mecca, the city is said to become a new tourist attraction for Saudi Arabia and will boost high-class hotels, luxury villas, prestigious universities, and a massive airport. It will also be home to residential neighborhoods with the hope of diversifying the region's economies. The project is being built by the real estate group Emaar Properties. Number 3. Kasha Gun Field. The largest oil discovery in the past 40 years led to the Kasha Gun Fields, located in the Caspian Sea, where commercial production began in September 2013. Part of the construction includes building man-made islands in a sea frozen for large periods of time. Leaks in pipes and other difficulties have caused delays in the construction of the project, and the fields are under high pressure, making drilling into them very dangerous. The operation began producing over 90,000 barrels of oil per day. Experts estimate the production yield to total as much as 13 billion barrels of retrievable oil. Number 2. The International Space Station, ISS. This project has been described as the most expensive single item ever constructed. In 1998, the project was originally budgeted for $150 billion, making it the world's largest mega project at the time construction began. A joint project developed in collaboration with 15 different nations. The space station's length is longer than a US football field and was painstakingly constructed piece by piece while in orbit via spacewalking astronauts and robotics in 30 missions over 10 years. However, the price tag for the station has only continued to balloon as the lifespan of the project increased, where new sections and equipment were added, a cost surplus that could not have been preempted in the planning stage. In fact, by 2030, when the project is now expected to complete, the total estimated cost of the station will be at least $230 billion. Some argue that the final price tag will be closer to $1 trillion. Number 1. The Interstate Highway System, The most expensive project in the history of mankind, the Interstate highway system in America. The project is estimated to cost over $459 billion. It connects more than 47,000 miles and took almost 35 years to complete. The project involved creating new routes and converting old ones to serve as interstates. Work began in 1955 after President Dwight D. Eisenhower proposed the project as being crucial for national defense and to help mobilize infantry in an emergency. Thanks to the project, travel for both citizens and the military has improved, and there are more accessible routes in case of war. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to add any other expensive project you might have forgotten to add in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, share, and comment.